I know we always constantly fighting
Mm-hmm.
on the front lines because a lot of stuff affects, our community. Even though
Yeah.
we represent everybody, but you know, people look to, black people look to the black attorneys to stand up for their rights and stuff like that. So, like even what the Supreme Court just did with the voting
Oh
rights,
yeah, that's what I was gonna ask. I'm
with the
gonna ask
voting
you
right
about that.
acts, it's kind of like, well, what are we going to do? How are we going to help? Is there something we could do? Because the Supreme Court made a decision.
Mm-hmm.
So what are the next steps? Um,
I was gonna ask you about.
and so people is like, well, we gotta vote, we gotta advocate, we gotta go to the state house because a lot of these states probably gonna start.
They gonna try.
They gonna
They
try.
gonna
All right, all
try.
right. Well, all right. Let's
Yep. That's just. You see what Louisiana doing?
Yeah,
That man.
yeah.
I know that has to be a gift. That cannot be legal. You cannot. People have already casted votes,
Mm-hmm.
and they gonna talk about stopping the election and redrawing lines. That
Yeah,
stuff costs money.
yeah.
All this stuff costs money. But to me, it's gonna backfire on. I don't be honest with you, because you're gonna spread. They're gonna spread their voters thin. Just like I know the guy in Florida gonna try to do it. Kemp think talking about they're gonna do it. They're gonna try to do it in 2028. But it's gonna be too late by then, Kim. I think they're gonna get on out there and change stuff. He gonna try to do it in 2028. But I think this all they're gonna do is just spread the voters too thin. Then they're gonna make every freaking race a competitive race.
And that's why I think they don't want not does just you can't have. I mean, because even if they do this, there's going to be infighting. That's
It
what
was
it's going to
them.
be. It's going to be infighting, and then what the infighting is going to lead to
Siphoning off other people. Yeah.
Yeah, so these people who you don't want to win gonna end up winning because y'all fighting each other,
Y'all fighting each other,
knocking each other head off.
knock head
People
off.
staying home, people
Yeah.
not voting, people not sending money and stuff like that, and so it can have unintended consequences.
I mean, it's not right. You shouldn't try to make stuff. You should try to make a law that benefits the mass of people, the most of folk, and not just benefits some people, or just make a law that hurts some people, and then can't get done. Nothing won't get done. See, I can't. The Democrats sometimes I get mad at them because I think they man, why y'all playing this weak ball?
They
man?
lay down.
They
Yeah.
lay down too much. So it's like with
These are the rules. We gotta follow the rules.
Yeah.
Like you can't follow the rules or nobody else playing the rules.
You cannot follow the rules as everybody else. You playing the basketball game, and the basketball game you must dribble. But no, you got one team and they running with the ball the whole time and dunking.
That's a good analogy though. But that's what if they ain't following the rules and you right, this ain't how it goes. Like, well, you better play how they play.
You're gonna have to play how they play. At least every once in a while. These doggone when they did these lockouts, not lockouts, when they
the filibuster.
Yeah, the filibusters, or when the guys made this big old hoopla by not signing this bill and the government shut down. The government shut down. Here it is. Couple doggone weeks later, whatever weeks later, them 8 signed them. I said, man, what you shut it on down, man? There ain't no use to keep going. Just shut it on down. You're in there. We already feeling the pain. Just hold out. But they don't. They just lie down, and that gets me mad sometimes. But I know sometimes. I know Miss Michelle. I love her to death, Michelle Obama. They go low, we go high. Yeah. Sometimes, boy, you got to go to hell. Sometimes you got to get down there
and meet people where they are.
Yeah, meet them at. Catch them, go to hell and catch them coming up, and they're gonna take care of them. But that doggone, I was gonna ask you about all these decisions that the Supreme Court been doing. I don't know how these people can live with themselves. To be honest with you, that's just me.
They sleep good.
They
ain't got the same problems that we have.
We got
I mean, and a lot of these decisions gonna be for the next 50, 100 years, and this stuff is being studied in law school now. And it's gonna be studied in 25, 30, 40, 50 years. So, I mean, I blame Ruth Bader Ginsburg because
she should have got out.
Yeah,
instead of
she's a woman.
Yeah, I ain't got time.
Like, no, like
let's move. We get somebody to replace you.
Yeah, you need. You don't she wasn't thinking long term.
Yeah, one thing.
And she let her pride get in the way. You know, I think you talked about it earlier. She let her
Yeah,
pride get in the way.
Yeah,
Like
being
we understand who you are and
Yep.
what you've done.
Appreciate you for doing it, man.
But you know,
it's
think
time
long.
to leave.
But think long term. I mean,
Yeah.
that would have been at least one seat.
Yeah, but at least one
And
seat
then you
extra.
know,
I mean, we'll have
Obama
4 instead of 3
Obama
right
didn't fight. You know,
when
to
they
let Gorsuch,
blocked it.
It, like you have to like, no, that ain't how this go.
Man, how this go? This is what we gonna do.
This is how this go.
Yeah.
And that would have been 2 seats.
Yep. We would have been up right now. We would have been 5-4.
Yeah. So, I mean, those are the 2 things that I see. You know, and I don't know what type of. Yeah, Obama should have fought harder.
Yeah.
But, you know, somebody should have slipped RBG a
Yes.
slip
Hey, time to leave. Matter of fact,
time to go.
That brings up this point. This is my belief. I don't believe in you discriminating against age, but we need to have a cutoff. I need to be term limits, or I need to be age or something.
I mean, those are lifetime appointments, but you know, I mean, some of the politicians.
Yeah, I'm just talking about regular politicians.
I mean, there's you know,
we got people.
I done heard
80 years old.
Politicians who say, "I'm gonna die in this seat,"
and they do.
And I've heard, you know, it's politicians who have terminal diseases.
Yep.
And they still they not doing the work. They got
just holding
people,
up the seat,
and they just. I understand this is the best health care in the world.
You still going to get that health care. You've been there long enough.
Gracious, like you know, it's some people who just won't.
That power. Some people just got to have it. They can't let that release it, and that's what gets me. I'm like, man, you done any other job.
I don't think it's power. I think it's people want to feel important.
Okay.
That's what people want to feel important, and you know, when once you're older and you don't have anything to do, you don't feel important anymore. Like, why are you here? What is your purpose? They probably feel like I don't have a purpose
anymore.